Hey, Rumble World Entertainment, and here's some news of something I had no idea was getting made, but apparently Blade Runner 2049 is getting a sequel, but not the way you think. It's in fact going to be a show on Amazon, apparently, and it's going to be called Blade Runner 2099. Yep, apparently they're moving forward with more Blade Runner. Why after the absolute failure of 2049? Don't know. Why would you invest in making it a show? Don't know. Especially if it doesn't land. Now, they may only be filming a pilot episode. We'll see what it says in the article. If it even mentions whether it's just straight to order or whatnot. But we'll have a look at this. And yes, the little bit of concern is Ridley Scott is involved again. So we'll have a look. So Blade Runner 2099, Jonathan Van Tulleken set to direct as Amazon series gears up for production in new location. So exclusive, coming off directing and executive producing the first two episodes of FX's Shogun, Jonathan Van Tulleken has been tapped to direct and executive produce the first two episodes of another high-profile limited series, Prime Video's Blade Runner 2099. Okay, so we're being told he's going to film two episodes, and it's a limited series, which means it's a one-off. Okay, why not just make it a movie then? You know, movie straight to streaming. Why not? Why invest in making what will probably only end up being about 6 episodes? We'll see if it gives us an amount of episodes, but it's usually between 6 and 8 episodes for a limited series. So Tulleken replaces Jeremy Pudeau. How the hell do you say this? Pudishwa? What a name. Who was originally set to direct the first two episodes but had to step away due to scheduling conflicts as the Blade Runner 2099 production schedule was altered by, you guessed it, the writer's strike. The series was originally slated to film in Belfast last summer. In May, a couple of weeks into the writer's strike, it was revealed that due to the work stoppage, production on Blade Runner 2099 was delayed, likely until spring 2024. Northern Ireland Screen said at the time the project had been peppering on the ground in Belfast for many months now. In October, it was reported that Blade Runner was moving away from Belfast. Series studio Alcon has since set up production in Prague, the Czech Republic, which has been attracting major sci-fi streaming series including Apple TV's Foundation. Don't know what Foundation is. A lot of movies do seem to be going to Prague. Is it the new Mortal Kombat? I think it's the new Mortal Kombat was filmed in Prague as well. So, filming on Blade Runner 2099 is slated to begin in April. The limited series hails from Alcon Entertainment and Scott Free Productions, with Ridley Scott, who directed the original 1982 Blade Runner movie, executive producing Blade Runner 2099, a follow-up to the 2017 movie sequel Blade Runner 2049. Silke Luisa is writing, executive producer and showrunner on the live action series. Michael Green, who wrote Blade Runner 2049, that's bad news, so serves as a non-writing executive producer. You know, but then again, if he's just, it did sound like he was going to be writing it. Along with Alcon co-founder Andrew Kosov, however, and Broderick Johnson. Alcon's head of television Ben Roberts, David W. Zucker, and Clayton Kruger from Scott Free, Cynthia Yorkin, Frank Gustra, or whatever, and Isa Dick Hackett. What a name. Come on, Tell me that doesn't sound like one of them Bart Simpson phone calls to Moe's Tavern. Tom Spazley, however, who was part of the writer's room on the show, also serves as an executive producer along with Richard Sharkley. Why is there so many producers on these things? It's mind-boggling. Do you know Star Trek Discovery, at least the first season, had 27 producers? 27. And this just, everyone that's named I just read out are all said to be producers, executive producers. So that's what? Let's check this out. That's 12 names have been read out that are all producers on this thing. That's ridiculous. And you know there's got to be more. Because all we were reading there with the names was from Ridley Scott's production company and the Alcon production company. You know Amazon are going to throw their people in there. So in 2011, Alcon secured film, television and ancillary franchise rights to produce prequels and sequels to the 1982 sci-fi action thriller Blade Runner. Since that time, Alcon has financed and produced the Blade Runner 2049 as well as the recent Blade Runner Black Lotus, an anime series that debuted in 2022 on Adult Swim and Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll. What the hell is Crunchyroll? I've never heard of that. I've also never heard of Blade Runner Black Lotus. Weird. Van Tolkien has recently served as director and executive producer on Apple TV series The Changeling. He is repped by WME, Grandview, and Independent. Well, whoop-de goddamn dear. Why is that information important? Why is his representation important to the story? Oh, weird. But there's a few things to look like. Why has production moved from Belfast to the Czech Republic? There doesn't seem to be any reasoning for that. One would assume they probably getting better tax breaks or something in the Czech Republic. Don't know. A lot of producers. Now, it's saying Ridley Scott involved through being producer. Will he have any input? Don't forget, the first Blade Runner was a flop at the box office as well. It's not like it was this big rip-roaring success. It was a flop. It was only after it came out years later on video and start being shown on TV and stuff that it started gaining popularity and traction. So it was a failure. Blade Runner 2049 was a disaster. That thing was just a box office nightmare. Not to mention, it sucked. It's like, what? How long was that movie? It was like 3 hours long. And it was boring as fuck. A TV series based off that movie, even though it's obviously going to be set in 2099. No information on cast or story or anything like that. Obviously Deckard won't be in there in any shape or form. I very strongly doubt Ryan Gosling will be in there in any shape or form. So God knows what it's actually going to be. And Amazon, hit and miss, Yeah, they gave us Reacher, but they are also giving us the likes of Rings of Power. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not really interested in a Blade Runner series, especially that's meant to be a sequel to 2049. I also don't want prequels. Screw prequels. I'm so sick of prequels. Because they just go back and they screw up things for what we know happens before it. Or I should say after it if it's a prequel. Let us know in the comments whether you're interested or if you even knew about this show. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers. Catch you in the next one.